Hey kids, it's Tool Tuesday and I haven't done one of these for a while, and so I thought I'd just start going through some tools that I highly recommend that you have in your toolbox. So anyway, we'll walk through that here shortly. Before I do that, I do have a dad joke for you. Um, I'm gonna level with you. Never date a tennis player. Love means nothing to them. So anyway, I was once asked what I thought was the most underrated tool. I hate to speak in absolutes, it's hard to name just one that's the most underrated, but I think a level is so key, and I'll show you why, because there's several things that you need to have it around for. You know how a level works, of course. I think I showed you this in my how to hang a shelf. If you have things level, it's so key. But you see that bubble, you just want to make sure that's in the center there, as close as you can, right, to where it's in the center. It's a little harder to hold this little tiny thing as you get into these. So I would recommend you at least have one of these. They're about it's going to be under $10, maybe $5, and then it usually has a magnet on the side, so that sticks to something if you're wanting to put it there. And then you have not only the one where you can set it this way to make sure it's level, but this way. And I'm just going to show you a few practical things that you'll definitely want to have a level around for. And then there's actually even a laser level like this, and it has a level on the top there, and then it has a level here. Oh, you can't see it from that side. And then it has a button on it, and it actually shines a light. You can't see it when it's out here since it's so light out, but and I can show you that inside to show you, because it actually makes crosshairs to make sure that things are level, and you make sure that the thing is level, and once it's level, then you know that it's sending a level line on your wall for you, and those come in really handy. So let me walk around and show you a few things a level is super handy for. All right, so if you're ever building a fence, you of course start with your posts, and the posts have to be level. So you make sure that they're this way. See that top one? I don't know if you can see the reading there. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want to go for exact, and then you got a little bit of wiggle room there, right? So, and then you want to make sure you don't have anything on your level or on here that would be changing it to where it looks like it's level when it's really not, right? So you have that. And when this post was set, you put it in the cement, and then you put braces in on this side and on this side. You got to make sure it's level this way as well, right? So you put that there, and it's level. Okay, super critical. If you're building a fence and you don't have a level, you're going to be in trouble, because once you build these level, then everything else all comes together as you're setting your posts. Just make sure that they're level, and then you put those braces in before the cement hardens. So if you're ever installing drainage, this is a piece left over from when I did some drainage recently. You got the holes, and you may not know this, I don't know, I'm not going to get into drainage, but these holes are actually supposed to face down, not up, and you put it in rocks too, so then it's face down, and then the rocks kind of catch it, goes up, the water flows, right? You might think that they'd go here so that the water would come down here, but that is not the case. But anyway, so let's say you're putting this in, so it's here. Let's see, yeah, it's there. You want to make sure that it's not level, it's actually flowing the way you want it to go, right? So you would use a level for that too, right? You can see that would be level, and then that would be where it's flowing. So you don't have to have a huge grade necessarily on this, but it needs to be not level, flowing the way you want it to flow. So that's important to have a level for that. If you're going to hang a picture, right, of course you would need a level, and you can tell. I mean, you might be able to tell from your eyes, but boy, you get that level on there and it sure shows you that that's way out of whack, right? So let's re-hang it. And now it's in between. There you go. When you hang your whiteboard too, it's perfectly level here. And so it's critical, because if this was wonky, your eyes would pick up on it. So want to make sure that's level. All right, so these laser levels are pretty cool. You just got to make sure whatever they're sitting on is level, and then it's going to throw a beam across over there. So it has a level sitting here. Okay. Oh, I just turned it off. Okay, so now it's on, and you can see that it's casting a beam over there, right? Up and down, and then straight across too. So these are really handy. You know, if you're hanging something, you can set this thing up to, yeah, to keep a line kind of steady for you. If you're putting up tile, you could use it for that too. So yeah, these are pretty handy. I picked this one up at Harbor Freight. I'm not getting compensated for that. So, and I think it was under $30. So it's pretty handy for different things like that. Yeah, pretty fun to play around with. You can see, let's see, I'll move it so you can see it. And then, like I said, you just got to make sure that what you're setting it on is level so that you get a level thing there. If this isn't level, then your line's going to be wonky, right? All right, so I hope that was helpful for you. You know, obviously you can see I have a 4-foot level here too, and then I have a 2-foot level, so 2 foot and a 4 foot, and they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, but I would recommend that you at least start with this size because it'll come in really handy when you're doing a lot of different things, and it is probably a very underrated tool because, you know, if it's not level, it'll show. And if you're just working with tape measure or what have you, trying to get it level, this just is an inexpensive way to make sure things are level. So, all right, so thanks for watching and God bless you.